point out with the Northern Territory farmers, and I know we probably talked about this in the last estimates, but you know, certainly the Northern Territory farmers have suggested, Paul Burke as CEO there, that an initiative like the gap year with school leavers, for example, being able to be encouraged to go around across Australia, because obviously instead of going overseas, we still have an opportunity here to do something domestically. Is the department looking at an initiative like that, or working with the Department of Education to work on initiatives like that?
Certainly, Senator. So as part of the budget, there was a measure called career. Just let me get the correct.
Career Start.
Career Start, and that's exactly what you described. It will be a program that we will set up now that it's been announced. And the idea would be to match employers with employees through that program, so a person could do that gap year, maybe because they then want to go on to university or other study, or they want to then, pursue a full-time career in agriculture. And so really what it's about is trying to make sure that employees or young people in this gap year are well supported. They get induction and training. They might be able to move between employers. We're still working that through, but certainly that is the Ag Career Start program, and that was one of the measures that we talked about earlier in the budget that was just brought down.
And when was that released?
McCarthy, just as an aside, that might be useful to know that through the social services portfolio, we also put in place some changes to legislation that would enable young people to be able to get eligibility for independent status if they actually worked in regional areas through that particular gap year. And it might be something that's worth asking in social services estimates next week, which I'm sure you'll be at.
Oh, I'll be having a lot of questions there next week.
Reckon?
But can I just, you reckon? So that will be connected then to this this program that we're talking about with the gap year?
Well, it certainly relates to young people who are seeking to get independent status. They often take that gap year off and work, and so what we've done is by providing an accelerated opportunity for them to be able to qualify for that, hopefully provide the incentive for them to go out as part of the Harvest Trail website that we work with as part of social services and DESI.
So where would we find, just finally, and I know my colleague has questions, but where would we find information for Year 12 students now? Where would they go if they're interested in taking up the gap year opportunity to work in places like at Broome or up on the Tiwis or out in Cairns? It's
on the Department of Education. Anyway, the employment department is called the Harvest Trail.
So it's still additional ones? It's all in the Harvest Trail website?
I know that ours is in the Harvest Trail, but
yeah. So certainly the Ag Career Start, the gap year program is not up and running yet. We will need to do a tender process to employ the people who are going to run that program. So I expect that in the first year of the program, which is next financial year, there will be advertising and so on that will make it known that this opportunity is available. So at the moment, information about Ag Career Start will be on our website and in the budget papers, and then once the program is up and running, and the organisation that is running the program is seeking participants and expressions of interest, because we'll also be seeking expressions of interest from employers to be involved too, of course, and to be able to match young people with the employer, then there'll be more information available at that point.
I'm just thinking though, Ms Sterninger, does that mean that our Year 12 students this year will be able to actually take up this program at the end of this year?
Well, we're hoping that timing would work. That's right.
It would work for our mango season up north, I know that for sure. All right. Thank you very much.